Good morning, Mario, and good morning, Switch fans. It's Friday. Shout out to the bunny if you celebrate Easter, the big one. If you don't, the little one. Whatever you do, lots of love for our big-eared friends and lots of love for all of you. Thanks so much for watching, everybody. Make sure to hit that like button if you enjoyed the show, and let me know your take on today's topics in the comments down below. Because there's never a right time to say goodbye, and yet Nintendo is doing that to one of its exclusives, which is so odd and rare. But let's first talk about the greatest icon ever on Nintendo Switch. It just arrived and here it is. Ah! Like literally, ah! Because it's mouthful mode ring style. I love this Kirby. I love this look, and this is now my new icon. If you want to know what icon I have, it's this one. Y'all remember the good old days? Chopping wood with your friends, herding the animals with your family, just cooperating and getting along? Well, now you can relive the glory with Lumber Hill, a brand new game on Nintendo Switch eShop, and now the fine folks at All In Games have provided a true lumberjack experience where you can do all that sort of stuff with your friends locally and online, and there's a twist. Or two, or three, or four, because this game includes dinosaurs, pandas, meteors, and all sorts of eggs. Not just the kind from chickens. In all seriousness, this is like Overcooked with axes, pirates, and dinosaurs. Sounds pretty awesome. It's a cornucopia of chaos and variety as you work to complete the tasks, achieve a high score, and you can even flip sides and play as nature itself. So make sure to click the link in the description down below to check out Lumber Hill today. Best part is it's on sale right now, 34% off at launch, under $10, and you can chop your way until you have a very great day. And I super appreciate you checking out the link, because every time you do, it helps support the channel, it helps support the Lumberjacks, and it even helps support my little old pig, Francesca Muncher SwitchForce III. Also, you can have a chance to get Monster Hunter Rise Sunbreak combo pack, because this just popped up on Amazon. There will now be a box version that includes both Monster Hunter Rise and Sunbreak for $70. It's the first $69.99 Switch game that's not a collector's edition, not a deluxe edition, it's just a combo pack. Now, Monster Hunter Sunbreak is a $40 expansion. There's a deluxe edition for $50, and that means Monster Hunter Rise is $30 in this bundle. Now, Monster Hunter Rise has gone on sale for $30 a number of times. In fact, it might be on sale currently, or it just recently was. I think that's a fantastic price, but this indicates to me that it will forevermore be $30, which is awesome, because Monster Hunter Rise, man, I look at it even today and I say, how'd they pull off those graphics on Switch? Most other games look a notch or two notches or even six notches lower than what Monster Hunter Rise was able to pull off from a visual standpoint, and I'm very excited for June 30th when the huge new expansion drops and you can get into the whole thing for $70 or separately for $39.99. Now, if monsters aren't your cup of tea, maybe a literal cup of tea is. And no, I'm not talking about my cup of tea, although you can have a sip if you want, no backwash, I promise. Mario Kart Tour, though, has a teacup, and Mario Kart Tour is moving to Amsterdam, baby! A brand new tour and a brand new racetrack called Amsterdam Drift will be arriving shortly in Mario Kart Tour, and this bears a lot of eyeballs, okay? We gotta look carefully, because this is a course that could move to Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Anytime Mario Kart Tour drops a new course, you better be interested, because that might be the next course you paid for in Mario Kart 8. We've already seen them move a number of Mario Kart Tour tracks over to its Switch big brother, and with many more packs still to go till the end of 2023, these courses are fair game. This one looks pretty fun. I love seeing Princess Peach on the farm vehicle. I love seeing Luigi in the elegant cup of tea, and I wish we would get more character costumes and vehicles. Just blow out these packs. Give us tracks, characters, costumes, and Mario Kart 8 Deluxe is all of a sudden more deluxe than ever before. Nonetheless, the Amsterdam edition and its bougie headwear look like a perfect fit for MK, and I love those tracks the most out of what we've seen released in the course booster pass, so I am pumped to hopefully be riding through Amsterdam with you soon. Let me know if you love the tour courses, or are you more a fan of the retro courses? All right. It's never the right time to lose an exclusive. That's never a good feeling. And some may describe this as DISASTROUS. It's disastrous to see Nintendo lose a big exclusive game. We have a couple third-party titles on the platform that are premier for Nintendo. Monster Hunter Rise is one of them, although we kind of lost it to PC, but most wouldn't count that since it's not losing it to another console. But this game today is going everywhere. It's saying, so long Switch, I'm coming to PC, PS4, Xbox, PS5, Series X, the whole shebang, and a new collector's edition. No More Heroes 3 is dipping out on its Switch exclusivity and saying hello to everyone else. Now, this obviously isn't Mario, this isn't Luigi's Mansion, this isn't Breath of the Wild, but you know those games will never leave. When you see Nintendo Switch losing an exclusive, it's never gonna be one of their premier first-party IP. But this still stings because it is one of those rare third-party games that picked the Switch. It picked the Switch and it actually delivered a really weird but fun adventure. All right, the game definitely has some archaic elements to it and the graphics are definitely not the best, but the boss battles are still brilliant. And despite the open world being empty as all heck, I still enjoyed my time with No More Heroes 3 last year. We'd been waiting for it for a while on the channel, it finally dropped, and it still had that fun combat, which is what I came to the game for in the first place. And now it no longer is first place on Switch because it's inevitably going to look better, run better, play better on other platforms. Now, some would say this is a great thing, expanding the audience and allowing this game to be played by many more players. But when you are Nintendo Switch, and when you do have not all the third-party love that other consoles have, you kind of want to have some special stuff. And I want to know what you think about this. Are you glad to see games go? Like, would you want to see Monster Hunter Rise and Sunbreak hit PlayStation 4, hit PlayStation 5, hit Xbox and its series of consoles? Would that make you feel good that other people can play it? Or would it make you feel bad that now your Switch is a little less special? Look, we don't get Elden Ring, we ain't getting Gotham Knights, and we sure didn't get Back 4 Blood, Rainbow Six Extraction, or Far Cry 6. We thought we were getting Dying Light 2, and then they bowled that away from us as well. It's a little rough in these waters when you're talking third party. Shout out to Warner Brothers and Lego and Hogwarts for carrying the camel's back this year. So as much as I do like everyone being able to experience the game without buying an additional console, I do feel a tinge of disappointment that, that was one of the cool ones that we got to play. And at least we got to play it first, at least there was some priority for the Switch. Timed exclusivity seems to be the thing in the gaming industry these days. So many games, even on the indie scene, like Nobody Saves the World and Bugsnax start out somewhere else and then come to Switch. So I guess it's all trade-offs, right? There are things that we get, and then they get, and then things that they get, and then we get, but you cannot argue with the facts that Nintendo gets the absolute least when it comes to third-party releases. So it's a little bit more of a butthurt situation when they take an exclusive title. Plus, I think this is the biggest exclusive Switch has lost yet. We've seen some smaller titles, some indie titles, but I think this is the most notable title that went from Switch only to everywhere. Let me know if you know of a bigger one or one that was more meaningful to you, but this game is hitting everywhere else in the fall, so you still have some time to enjoy it. I want to know what you think, and I'm curious if it bugs you. What does bug me is that I can't buy this giant Kirby in America. All right, over in Japan, they announced more 30th anniversary merch, including this massive Kirby. He just looks so darn happy to be there. He looks so squishy, so cuddly, and so much to hug. And I'd love to have him, but he already costs like $260 plus shipping, plus import. I mean, ouch. That's gonna be one expensive puff. And after Kirby in the Forgotten Land, don't get me wrong, I do love Kirby and I'd put him on a pedestal, but I don't know that I wanna pay $300 for a plushie. If they would bring it to America, I'd be very intrigued. You might see it in the back of my setup, but for now, if you want this big Kirby, you either gotta be in Japan or you gotta be ready to pay the big bucks on somewhere like eBay. Nonetheless, kudos to Nintendo for releasing merch for Kirby. They didn't do it for Zelda. Link didn't get any love. He got Game & Watch. I will still hold that against Aonuma. Awesome haircut and all, Aonuma. You let me down with your 35th nothing burger. You didn't do anything of real substantial value, anything that said, we love this franchise, you love this franchise, let's celebrate. And now I feel like with Breath of the Wild being pushed to 2023, they just wait till 40 and have an over-the-hill celebration where you give Link a few little grays, a silver fox type situation. Here's the situation as it stands with our poll. All right, you guys vote, I read it, and then we all rejoice because I love hearing what you think about these interesting topics. Today's all about video game magazines. I love these back in the day, baby. I remember getting so excited for my Nintendo Power, for my EGM, for my Game Informer. I also subscribed to Edge, and let me tell you, ooh wee mama, beautiful covers. Loved them a lot. 54% of you have never had a video game magazine, and 4% don't even know what a magazine is. My, how times have changed. I will tell you, I've gotten back into physical books lately. That's a beautiful thing, man. That is a great, great concept that I feel like far too people partake in anymore, but it's been so lovely, and video game magazines were a lovely piece of time. The internet and Twitter and all sorts of quick posts and updates have kind of diluted the value of them, so I understand why there isn't much worth to a video game magazine, but it still was so cool to see these beautiful spreads, learn about games you never heard of, and see strategies and even maps and walkthroughs laid out before your eyes, plus read all sorts of interesting anecdotes about the industry itself. That was what helped me learn to love this medium as I was younger, and I'm excited that 42% of you got to enjoy it with me, and I'm sad for the 58% that didn't. But fear not, I am your magazine. I am basically a living, breathing, moving magazine here to impart the knowledge and the news upon you, plus a few little fun facts here and there. I hope you guys enjoyed this week of GMM with me. I cannot wait to see you again next week, but of course, we do have videos going up over the weekend. As always, I love to be in touch, so make sure to stay in touch with me. Leave a comment, hit that like button, tweet at me, all that good stuff. Make sure you're staying safe, staying healthy, staying happy, staying positive out there. Have a fantastic weekend, whether you're celebrating Easter or not. Enjoy yourself, stay safe, and until next time, my lovely friends, SwitchForce out.